Hello, YouTube and Facebook fans. I'm back. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. It's so glad to have you back with us again. We're doing a series of numerology videos on your destiny number. Your destiny number is based on your name, your given name at birth. Not your married name, not your nickname, not your adopted name, but the name that is shown on your birth certificate. That's what you came in with, all those vibrations. And then later on in life, you might use other names, and those names might help you or hinder you in manifesting your destiny and reaching your goals along your life path. Now, the life path is based on your birth name, so you can't, on your birth date, and, you can't change your birth date, but you can change your name, the name that you use, in order to help you more easily and quickly reach your goals in life on your life path, because you can't change that and you got to get that done. So this is your destiny number. Now, Paranormal Talks, let me just mention before we go much further, paranormaltalks.com, we do have a website, and we have a video store where we have many, many wonderful videos from educational speakers on the paranormal, supernatural. They help us understand that the paranormal is normal, that the supernatural is natural. This is to help us understand that we're not crazy when all this weird stuff happens to us. And also, with these videos, it's to help us understand these divination tools, which have been around for centuries and are here to help us navigate more successfully and happily through life. Go figure. Divination tools, they work. They've been around for quite a while. So these videos are about the metaphysical sciences and divination tools, such as numerology. There are many divination tools besides numerology, such as astrology, graphology, tarot, runes, and many others. Every culture across the world has these and has used them for centuries. So they must work. They are highly accurate in whatever culture uses them. Yes, sir, Bob. So this video is to talk about your destiny number 7. Whoever has a destiny number 7, which is derived from your given name on your birth certificate. All the letters in your name. Now, we did a series of 9 videos of your soul urge number derived from your given name on your birth certificate. We did 9 videos on your personality number, which is derived from your given name on your birth certificate. And those 2 numbers together give us your destiny number. Now, the soul urge number is derived from all the vowels of your name. The personality number from all the consonants in your name. Now, the soul urge number of all the vowels, that number describes what we value most in life, and it's what we are always seeking in life, something we want to develop and acquire. It is what will make us feel safe, whole, and satisfied. So we're always going for that. Versus the personality number, which is all the consonants, that number tells us all of the abilities, skills, and talents we already got. I mean, we showed up with these. So that's the easy part, thank goodness. But those 2 numbers added together is the destiny number. And the destiny number is very unique to us. Our destiny is what we uniquely offer the world. It is the foundation of our skills and abilities and what we use in order to fulfill and achieve our goals that we set for ourselves along our life path. So it's good to know what our destiny number is. That destiny number is, it's all of our strengths. So it's good to know and how that destiny number plays with the life path number. Hence, it might be good to change your name to make the destiny number maybe more harmonious with the life path number. But these numbers are really, there's so many attributes of each number that it's still doable to blend the two. The destiny number, your unique strengths in manifesting your goals along your life path. So that's what that is. Now let me show you the numerology system we use. It is the Pythagorean system of numerology. There are other numerology systems. We use the Pythagorean system. This is Pythagoras, the Greek guy who was with us back in 590 BC. He developed this math. He was a mathematician. He developed a school that he actually had in Italy, not Greece, allegedly, but he taught numerology as well, and philosophy and spirituality and mathematics. The universe is based on numbers, and there's certainly something to that. Let me show you the Pythagorean system. Here it is. We use just the numbers 1 through 9, and you can see where every number is assigned to letters. For example, the number 1 is assigned to the letters A, J, and S. And then the number 2 is assigned to its letters. The number 3 is assigned to its letters, etc. And this is the system we use to assign the appropriate number to the letters in our name. Now, how do you find your destiny number? Let me show you the cheat sheet. Here you go. So we're using an example name here, Sharon Lynn Clarkson. And you can see here's the Pythagorean system here with the numbers 1 through 9 that are assigned to their letters in the English alphabet. And then along here, you can see that the numbers are assigned to the letters in her name. The vowels are on the top, the consonants are on the bottom, just to keep things straight on who is who. And then all those numbers are added together to come up with a final number. Which side am I on? So with her soul urge number, it's a 3. And then her personality number is a 5. And you add 3 and 5 together, and you come up with the number 8. Of course, the number 3 and 5 was a bigger number, but we added all the numbers together to come down to just one single digit. So Sharon's destiny number is 8. So use the same setup to find your particular destiny number. But this video is for anyone who has a destiny number 7. So if your destiny number is 7, based on all the letters in your given name on your birth certificate, you are in the right place. So let's take a look at destiny number 7 from your birth name. Now every number has its element, and the number 7 is an air element, just like the number 3 is an air element. Even though they're both air elements, they're really quite different. They're different. They both have to do with the intellect, with thinking, with ideas, big time. Where the 3 is really out there and sociable, like the social butterfly. The number 7, not so much. The number 7 is probably the true introvert. They're not social butterflies. They're not, they'll socialize to get things done, but they won't seek it out. That's not them. The destiny number 7, they came here to teach and enlighten others. And they can only do that if they know the answers, if they know the information, if they have the knowledge themselves. Hence the introversion, because to really dig deeply and to come up with that and acquire that knowledge, it takes a lot of analysis, a lot of study, it takes a lot of alone time, it takes a lot of solitude. spending lots of times in the library, or lots of time online, or lots of time reading books. There's a lot of information that's just not available on the internet. But these old books, man, they've got some really solid knowledge. And that's what the Destiny number 7 spends their time doing. They're really, you are here to be the researcher and to really dig deep. Where the Destiny number 3 is kind of superficial, the number 7 is to really dig deeply, to express your destiny through being an educator of others, whether that's a teacher in a grade school or whether it's a professor in a large university. In the area of religion. Now, is that a deep subject? A subject of what? I mean, how was man created? What's the purpose of man? What's life about? That's the job for a Destiny number 7, to be the counselor, to be the scientist, and to explore, but to explore internally, not externally. You know, the Destiny number 5, they are out there exploring and experiencing things with the 5 senses. Not the Destiny number 7. That's an air sign. They are exploring internally, deeply internally. They are exploring, you know, when it gets down to it, they may not know it when they first start this path, the Destiny number 7, but they're actually delving into and exploring and trying to understand consciousness, the very consciousness of the universe. Humans are an expression of that consciousness, and God is the source of that consciousness. That's a deep subject. And consciousness, a huge part of consciousness is not only the intellect, but also our psychicness, our intuition. That's the job of a Destiny number 7. To gain this knowledge through their deep knowledge and research when they're alone, and then to come out and share that knowledge. And because they may not have the social skills, that can be tough. Unless they have maybe a lot of 3s in their name, you know, in their given name on the birth date, or they change their name to bring more 3s into their name, you know, 3s and 5s into their names. This is a rather introverted, socially challenged destiny number. But they are here to share their knowledge. That's why they would be great as a research scientist in a laboratory, writing papers, publishing papers, because it is a 7. It's an air element, which means writing and words are very good and very strong for a Destiny number 7. So they don't have to be out there on the stage and talking to people. But, you know, if you're a professor, you know, you publish or perish, and sometimes you have to stand up there behind the lectern and deliver a lot of talks, which may not be very comfortable for a Destiny number 7, unless they have a lot of 3s or 5s in their name, or even their life path or their birth date. But to share that knowledge somehow through communicating it through words and or writing or through videos, because you don't have to see the audience. See? It's easy that way. So working alone, Destiny number 7, that's good. That is to be done, and to be independent that way, to express your independence that way. You know, a Destiny number 7 can be married and have a family and lots of children, and that can actually be hard on them. I've known Destiny number 7 people who were excellent engineers, you know, like design engineers, and they spent a lot of time traveling, which you would think a Destiny number 5, that's what they would be doing. I mean, a number 5, they love to get up and go, but the Destiny number 7 would actually travel in order to get out of the house and away from all the hubbub and chaos of the family and the children. And they would travel to far off places to research and work and build new equipment at these far-flung sites around the world. So there's more than one way to skin a cat in manifesting that destiny number 7, where you need solace, solitude, and working alone. That works fine. And then to express your analytical ability and use your mind and to search out truths. And I'm going to come back to the truths about the human consciousness. That's probably the bottom line with all of this stuff in the. That's why the world exists, is because of consciousness, the thinking, creative mind of something that created us humans and all other things. So to search out the truth about that. And then to evaluate it, that's where the analysis comes in, and then to discriminate the outcomes of that evaluation, of that deep research. What else? So, when you search like that, you integrate the intellect and the intuition. That's what the number 7 does. I mean, it is a very intuitive destiny number. The number of the intuitive. And when you have the knowledge, the intellect, and when you have that developed intuition, because you do need both. The intellect takes you only so far. And then you have to bring online your second brain. That's the intuition. When you have both of those and you integrate those, that's where you have wisdom. Wisdom is the perfect blending of the intellect and love, or intuition. More probably love than intuition. But to destiny number 7, to seek out these hidden truths. And hidden means occult. When you occlude something, that is occult. It is hidden. It's opaque. So to research the occult and deep hidden truths. The destiny number 7 is good around the area of technical and scientific things of nature, man-made things and of natures, and of religious things, and psychic explorations. The Stanford Research Institute is very much of a destiny number 7. The high and deep levels of psychic research they have conducted over the decades to come up with the findings about human consciousness and how it can be used along the lines of the controlled remote viewing methodology, which the CIA and military have used to spy on our friends. But the destiny number 7, use your logic, use your analytical ability. Go after and learn really deep and difficult subjects, such as human consciousness. How much more difficult can you get than that? Mainstream science, all the centuries of mainstream science, has never, ever been able to prove that consciousness exists or does not exist. They don't even know what it is. They can't even define it. They can't measure it, except through the particle accelerator, where we can find that consciousness, looking at an object, a particle, changes the behavior of the particle. That's some proof, but still, we don't know what consciousness is. We hate to say it's God. We'd hate to say it's the creator. We hate that, don't we? But I guess that's kind of what it is. What else are you going to do? Now, destiny number 7, in pursuing this type of expression and your abilities, you'll probably be perceived as a very peaceful and poised person. And why wouldn't you? When you know yourself, you are confident and comfortable with yourself. You know the good parts and the bad parts. And you know probably more of where you came from than most people. That creates a very peaceful and poised individual. that others probably walk around, they give them a lot of space. Because if you are that peaceful and poised, you probably know something that other people don't know. That's for sure. So number 7, highly introverted, very self-contained, not a social butterfly. But you didn't come here, destiny number 7, to be a social butterfly, but you did come here to find and share the knowledge and the integration of the intellect and the intuition, and to seek out as much deep information as possible and to analyze it, and again, to share it with others. And to get to know the true you, inside and out. And because we're all connected, if you know yourself, you know the rest of us far better than some of us do. So that's the number 7. And what else? All this knowledge and sharing it is there's a need that this knowledge be practical, tangible, and useful. And this is where it would be great if you would team up with a destiny number 4, because that's what they are all about being practical and producing tangible results. But that's what we want. That's what the destiny number 7 really would be best in. With all this knowledge, is really making it practical and tangible for the rest of us. What good is all this knowledge unless it can really help us here in the material world? We do appreciate that. Knowing ourselves and our own power, our own consciousness power, our own conscious psychicness, our own conscious intuition. A destiny number 7 can really help us with that, because we do create our world, our material world, with our consciousness. But to take it a step further, to make it practical and tangible, to really improve our material physical life, because we're stuck here. We're stuck here in material physical flesh bodies. What are you going to do? So to integrate those and then make that knowledge tangible and useful for the rest of us. And to make these ideas and this knowledge practical and useful, and to be a wise person. And when you work so hard to acquire this knowledge and really get the answers to life, then share this wisdom with the world. And maybe that can be the hard part with a destiny number 7. But you came here to find the answers, so you may as well share it with the rest of us, because it is a spiritual number. And by the way, the number 7 is the least found number in our names in our Western society. For some reason, we just don't have a lot of number 7s in our names. But if you have a destiny number 7, you're here to help the rest of us with these answers about ourselves, to help humanity overall. It is a very spiritual number. Number 7, the 7 endocrine glands in the body that are the touch points for our psychic ability. That's the number 7, the priest, the counselor, the researcher, the scientist. So let us know what you find, destiny number 7. We'll be happy to hear from you, and leave your comment below. So that wraps it up for our destiny number 7 for this video. If you could be so kind and bless us with your likes and subscribing to us, just click the subscribe button so we can keep these videos coming to you. We have more that will be on the way, more around astrology, the overall world type astrology that's impacting us now you know, with politics and finances, you know, where the rubber really hits the road, you know, taxes, money, those will be coming also. So thank you for joining us, YouTube and Facebook fans. It's always good to see you. This is JJ. This is JJ from Paranormal Talks, paranormaltalks.com. We'll see you next time for your destiny number 8. See ya. Thanks. Bye.